I really don't understand how anyone right now in this space could even think about being bearish on XRP now that we're in 2025. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. We have a lot of information to go over in this video. We have a lot of things to talk about. Monica Long, the president of Ripple, has given us some great insights and great things to focus on. And if you do hold XRP, by the end of this video, you are probably going to want to hold a little bit more XRP. I'm just going to say that now because, even myself, I get the itch every single day to, try to double my bag, which would cost me a lot more today than it did when I originally bought XRP. And that's simply because when the market starts to mature a little bit more, the projects like XRP, even though people like myself have been, telling everyone how bullish it's becoming, even though the price chart isn't reflecting it, all of these people that are talking negatively about the project, that don't want to buy it, that are saying this, that, whatever, there's only a select few people that are trying to actually guide people. Now, yes, I do put myself in that category because I've always tried to make sure that people are up to date on what's actually happening in the space. And I also give an unbiased approach. But as we really look at XRP, guys, this thing has been extremely bullish for a while, even before the price chart did wake up. And it is because of how mature this market is becoming and the fact that XRP had its foot through the door already as a legitimate utility-based project, and Ripple, a US-based company, has been utilizing this tech for a decade plus because of how efficient it actually is. Now, today, we definitely look at other factors to actually promote even more growth. One of those factors is an ETF. We know how big the Bitcoin ETF has been. The Ethereum ETF has been a little bit sluggish, but we look at the XRP ETF now as well. And on January 8th, this is what, Polymarket is talking about yesterday, January 8th. This posted on January 9th, but we have yesterday, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse met with Trump for dinner. Odds that an XRP ETF is on its way is sitting steady at about 70%. Now, I do find it interesting to, really kind of talk a little bit more about an ETF now than ever before, simply because of, it's kind of crazy to see how Ripple has been, meeting and connecting with some big players like, for example, Trump. But it's also the fact that Ripple has also been expanding rapidly ever since Trump won the election, which is very clear from what Brad told us. But also XRP, we have to focus on XRP because XRP is a legitimate utility-based project in the space, and it got cleared in the court of law as not a security, which means an ETF for XRP just makes sense at this point. And if I am BlackRock, Fidelity, or any other big name, I know for a fact that the retail sector loves XRP. It's the same reason why XRP has never fallen out of the top 10 ever since the inception of XRP. So for me, if I was an asset management company or a major player that wanted to, launch an XRP ETF, I would be trying to fight for an XRP ETF day in and day out, which tells me the fact that I do believe that an XRP ETF will happen in the first quarter of this year. But on top of that, we also look at this post from Smoke Dog, which is also showing us that, yes, institutions are expecting the SEC to approve a spot XRP ETF this year. Documented. And here we have Ripple XRP. We expect the SEC to approve spot XRP ETFs this year. Now, like I said, I am expecting by the end of quarter one of this year. They're expecting just in the year of 2025. We don't know what's going to be happening here, but they give us a legitimate breakdown of XRP. They also give us a market capitalization, approximately 141 billion at the time that they were, writing this. 24-hour trading volume around 16 billion. Again, if I am an institutional player or, asset management company, I'm looking at that trading volume and I'm saying, wow, there's a lot of money behind this. I think the retail sector is eating this up. We should have an ETF because of how much money we can make off of it. But on top of that, it does break down the full, SEC lawsuits. But I do think that XRP has really kind of cleared a path forward to have an ETF approved this year. Now, on top of that, right, we go back to that dinner. And Brito XRPL, which is a meme coin on the XRP ledger, they actually posted something very interesting because I read it and I was like, what account is this from? And here it was from a meme coin that is on the XRP ledger. But we have Brad and Stu had dinner with Trump. Now Ripple's hiring a U.S. policy manager in D.C. Yeah, you heard that right. Brad Garlinghouse and Stuart Alderati, which, by the way, this is a CLO sitting down with a CEO with Donald Trump. Very interesting roles, if you think about that, to be sitting at a table with Donald Trump. On the same day, though, Ripple drops a job opening for a U.S. policy manager in Washington, D.C. This is not a job listing. It's a power move straight out of a playbook. After giving the SEC a spanking and proving XRP is not a security, Ripple is really firing up the engines in the U.S. You can go see the posting on Ripple's site, but here's a snippet of what the new rule will do. Create opportunities to connect with policymakers, regulators, and key influencers across the U.S., lead meetings with government stakeholders to push Ripple's vision for fair crypto regulation, advise Ripple's team on the impact of policy changes on their operations, monitor, analyze, and engage on laws shaping digital assets, payments, and finance, educate policymakers on why Ripple's blockchain tech is the financial revolution they didn't know they needed, and draft comment letters and policy papers advocating for responsible innovation in crypto, and build alliances with trade associations, advocacy groups, and DC power players. And let's be honest, Johnny Deaton 1 has been in the trenches fighting for XRP holders since day one. Drop a like if you think John would be a perfect hire at Ripple. Now, if we actually look at this, we have U.S. policy manager. It does break it down. And then over here, we have the meeting, obviously. And then we have the what you'll do as well. Now, what I find very interesting about all of this is just the timing. Even the RLUSD launch, I don't believe in coincidences, but everything has basically been aligned perfectly. So to me, do I think that all of this has been by plan? Do I think that we're just watching one big show? It very well could be. And talking about RLUSD, yeah, Bitstamp just listed Ripple USD, RLUSD on Ethereum network designed to hold a 1-to-1 value with the US dollar. RLUSD is backed by cash and cash equivalents. Now, what I find interesting about this is this got posted on the 8th, okay? And I do question, when is this going to be also listed on the XRP ledger? We don't know. But we have from Monica Long kicking off 2025 talking about one of my new fave topics, RLUSD. With the stablecoin market poised for exponential growth this year, use cases such as on and off ramps, access to USD, and enterprise cross-border payments are only becoming more robust, bolstered by counterparty-free complementary assets like XRP. Thanks at Crypto for having me on. And this is on Bloomberg. This is President Monica Long expects to see their new stablecoin RLUSD on more platforms imminently and says we will see an XRP ETF soon. So again, going back to the ETF, yeah, she's also expecting it very soon. Brad Garlinghouse told us very soon. So again, it feels like we're getting very close. Now, this got posted on the 7th. This got posted on the 8th. So literally 24 hours later, we got RLUSD listed on Bitstamp. So yeah, she is 100% correct. It is imminently. But check this out.
Right now, this is available on Bitso, MoonPay, CoinMina, additional listings coming on Bullish, Mercado Bitcoin, and others. What about a huge platform like Coinbase and others, for example? When does that happen?
We are continuing to expand distribution and availability of Ripple dollars on other exchanges. So I think you can expect to see more availability, more announcements coming soon.
How soon?
Imminently.
Well, we'll look out for that. What about in terms of adoption? How big do you expect this to get in the next year realistically? I mean, do you have a baseline kind of projection on how big it could get based on the adoption you're talking about with clients? Do you think large institutions are using this? Who's using it?
So, I mean, if we look at the crypto landscape overall, I mean, it has certainly been, the market's been growing in the past couple quarters. And, we think that this year is going to be a big year for crypto overall. And so demand for stablecoins, we think will grow along with that. As you mentioned, I mean, it's really the way to on-ramp and off-ramp. It's also used as a key asset in trading. So we think that the market's going to grow tremendously over the course of the next year. Our demand from within our client base, our business doubled within payments last year. And so we see a really strong growth trajectory for our payment solution. And with that, Ripple US dollar will have a premium role.
Monica, what about other asset types? You've seen a lot of interest when it comes to ETFs tied to cryptocurrencies. A lot of questions around whether you could see an ETF tied to spot XRP. What kind of discussions are you having with people about this? Do you think we'll see one soon?
I think we will see one very soon. I think that we will see more various crypto spot ETFs this year coming out of the US. And I think XRP is likely to be next in line after Bitcoin and ETH. There's already been a number of different companies like Canary and others who have filed. And so we think, especially with the administration change, and that the approvals of those filings will accelerate.
So yeah, I mean, as we really think about what's happening here for the RLUSD push, it is, in my opinion, becoming very clear that institutions are looking to RLUSD. They want to utilize it. We're seeing a lot more adoption of RLUSD as well for on and off ramp services. This is only going to continue to grow and grow as we do, mature in the market, which is why I keep saying, the maturity of this market itself is what I'm really kind of focused on, right? How mature is this market today? Well, we look at it, right? Meme coins are still a big craze. We still see hype and speculation, rolling the lands for the most part. We still see Bitcoin in control. So, we still have a lot more growth and a lot more work to do in terms of the utility side. But as this, market matures a little bit more, we start to see legitimization of this space. We start to see utility focused on. I do believe that projects like the XRP Ledger, for an example, are going to grow significantly. With an XRP ETF, it only legitimizes XRP even more. It also puts a lot more eyes on XRP. It also puts a spotlight on it. And Monica Long, listen, when she talks, you should be listening, especially if you hold XRP, because although, yeah, she's the president of Ripple and XRP are different, a lot of what she does does mention really kind of pertains back to XRP and the adoption of the XRP-L and the push on the XRP-L. So definitely focus on what she is saying here. And also, we also go over here to what Smoke Dog did recently post regarding stablecoins as well. We have, yes, in the short to medium term, stablecoins and CBDCs are set to become important components of a diverse retail payments landscape. And that's exactly what she's also saying, right? The whole, additional use cases, on and off ramp services. We look at on and off ramp services. We look at access to the US dollar, enterprise cross-border payments use cases as well. So, as we really think about it, yeah, it's becoming more embedded into the system. And we have here diverging policy approaches to retail stablecoins and central bank digital currencies. The regulatory situation in the US remains uncertain, even though I do believe that changes this year as well. Though there are hopes for federal legislation in 2025. Meanwhile, central banks are diverging in their approaches to retail CBDCs, with some countries launching them and others seeing less immediate need. In the short term to medium term, stablecoins and CBDCs are set to become important components of a diverse retail payments landscape. And I think that actually will happen this year. I think that this year we're going to see positive stablecoin legislation in the US, which is going to pave a pathway to even more mass adoption of these stablecoins. And again, I look at RLUSD because it is one of the most transparent, one of the most compliant and regulated stablecoins in this space that it has to offer. Ripple being a US-based, company that's very open, very transparent, even though they don't have to be, also goes a long way. So if we're thinking about stablecoin legislation in the US, that's going to be very big for Ripple. And then we also look at stablecoins being more embedded within the financial system. And so far, I feel like that's already happening. You know, we look at how much money is being moved by stablecoins. It's rallying and it's already flipping Visa. So if we think about how big stablecoins have become, they're massive. They're absolutely massive. So, you know, this space is only going to continue to grow, become more mature. We're going to see legitimization of the space happen over the next 12 months, in my opinion, as you know, more and more regulatory moves happen. And this is only going to put Ripple and even XRP in the spotlight even more for them to grow significantly. So focus on the facts here. Listen to what Monica Long is telling you. I'm very bullish for the next few months. We'll definitely, you know, watch, you know, the charts. I'll keep you guys posted. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.